Hi, my name's Kiwi. My roles within Scouting, I've got a few of them. So starting with my county, I'm Assistant County Commissioner for International, massively passionate about international scouting. My national roles, I'm on the HQ Inclusion Team. My other roles within HQ, I'm on the Appointments Committee. My other international roles is Scoutadelic International Scout Centre. So currently I'm on the committee as the UK representative for the Scout Association. The other roles that I do within Scoutadelic, I set up the UK Work Party. Oh, the last one, I'm lead ambassador for the UK for Scoutadelic International Scout Centre. I think that's all of them. And this is my 62nd Scouter.
Nice easy one. What's your favourite colour and why?
Now I'm going to be awkward here, I'm afraid. So I haven't just got one favourite colour. It's purple and pink. I've always liked purple because I'm kind of drawn to it. But since I was at Scoutadelic, pink is always a colour. And I can pull it off now quite well. So I like wearing pink.
Best outdoor adventure?
Would have to be the first time I went on an international trip with Scouts. It was the first time I had to get a passport when I was 17. I'd never had a passport before then. So Scouting was my first international trip on my own. But yeah, South of France, my Queen Scout Award. Amazing.
What's one thing you take on camp with you?
Now, if any of my friends are watching this, they're going to say an iron. I don't know. So I'm just going to wait for anyone watching this to start laughing and hopefully finish laughing. But genuinely, I did take an iron once to the south of France. So I should say iron, but the one thing that I do take is moisturising cream, face cream. Just clarify it, face cream.
Who inspires you?
The people that inspire me, and there are a group of them, are the young people we do scouting for. When I meet a young person and I hear about their experiences of international or why they do scouting, like genuinely, it makes the hairs on the back of my neck just go up. It just reminds me why I do scouting. So young people, they absolutely inspire me all the time.
If you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 things would you take?
Should start with iron, shouldn't I, really? What 3 things would I take? So I would take a radio. Let's be scouting, a Swiss Army knife. Endless supply of pickled onion monster munch.
Do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, my main hobbies are exercising. So primarily something called calisthenics. So calisthenics is all body weight sort of exercises. So I love doing that because I can do that anywhere. So, but when lockdown hasn't happened, I can do it in the park. I can do it outdoors. I love doing it in the park because it's outdoors. So yeah, exercise and calisthenics.
What's your favourite scouting badge and why?
Okay, so my favourite scouting badge is the entertainer's badge. And the reason being, so most people that know this I know that I had a troubled childhood. Let's say is probably the most nicest way of putting it. But I didn't necessarily go to school very often, and the only GCSE that I had was in drama. Was the only thing that I passed because it's the only exam that I turned up for. My badge goes along with that, so the entertainer's badge. Because it was one of the very few badges that I earned in scouting. So like in terms of activity badges, I wasn't very good at activity badges, but I did get my Queen Scout Award.
What is one piece of advice to stay positive in lockdown?
For me, routine. Ensure that you keep yourself that routine. It's really, really easy when you're in lockdown to just stay in your pajamas, not shower for a couple of days, not brush your hair or anything like that. And I'm just conscious now I'm saying that. I'll check my hair out. But it's really easy to do that. So I think, whilst we're in lockdown, I think it's really, really important that we keep a routine because that helps our mental health well-being to keep that going.
What is one thing you never leave home without? And I'm hoping it's not an iron.
So ironically, the one thing that I've never ever left home without since I've become a police officer is my warrant card.
Best meal you can cook?
Look, my best meal's got to be, and it's a little shout out from my missus here. Is jacket potato with tuna and sweet corn. Sorry, tuna, sweet corn, and spring onion, with a side salad of rocket and cherry tomatoes.
What's the best destination you've been with scouting?
Now, everyone's going to expect me to say Candlestick, and of course, Candlestick is going to be up there. But close second is probably we went to an expedition to Italy. So we went to the northern part of Italy. We went to Val d'Aosta, and just stunning. I had the best meal of my life in there.
What's the most random fact you know?
Freddie Mercury was from Felton.
What's one challenge you've had to overcome in life?
Probably my biggest challenge, I was diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia in 2012. So I've got a chronic condition for life. 25 years ago, I would have been dead by now. But thankfully, because of medical science, I'm able to stay alive. And my annoying personality is just going to have to stay on this planet. Yeah, going through cancer or having cancer is my biggest challenge.
What is your first memory of scouting?
So my first memory of scouting that I always come back to, and I don't know why, is the first time that I went camping at Chalfont Heights, which is now Packard, and it's not a massive campsite at all, but for me as a young person, that freedom of once we'd put our tents up, I just kind of ran around the field, and I was just amazed, just absolutely amazed at how big the campsite was. And it's hilarious now because I go back there because I'm on the county training team, so I do. Oh, that's my other role that I forgot. County training team, sorry, but I'll go back there because that's our regular place for the county training team, and it doesn't look that big now. But when you're a young person, it's just But yeah, that's one of my best experiences going to Chalfont. It was one of the first times that I camped as well. So yeah, amazing.